Pour your own choice. It's been a little bit of a doozy of a weekend. I mean, I think I had a good weekend, but in the time that we haven't been here, our police commissioner said she was leaving and shit.
Hey,
So
yo, that's insane.
she said, get somebody else to do it, y'all. She said, these nigglets.
That's
She
definitely.
said, Philly is too crazy. She's going, whatever, I read, whatever she's going to be doing is something with like transportation authority. So she
Yeah,
get
like that
heavy,
part.
serious crime.
Listen, it ain't about. It's that money is the same for. She getting away from that stressful shit. She said,
Right.
I'm done with this murder. I'm done with this. She like the mayor. She just ain't say it out loud. The mayor said, man, listen, when I'm done, I'm done. And everybody got mad at it.
Crazy we put his foot in his
Yeah,
mouth.
like-
I'll be glad when I'm not. What? Scared? What, nigga?
Man, listen, she
know.
she did it. She just did it with action. She
I feel bad for her in a sense because when they hired her, I said, you know what they did? They know black women fix everything. It's been like a couple
True
years
indeed,
since
true
like
indeed.
I can't. She like I can't. My cape is fucking frayed.
listen.
She was like Gotham ain't got nothing on Philadelphia. Right about now, I'm gonna go deal with transportation and bums on the sub and all that shit.
I'm out of here.
Yes, definitely come on the pod. So yes, definitely come on the podcast. It was my something else I did over the weekend. I'm gonna just get right into it. Let's
Go ahead, do that. Come on, let's go.
Eh,
This hurts so bad.
Something else I did over the weekend was I got to meet the rest of the Glockaware family.
That's dope.
I
seen
usually
that,
only
too.
see a few people from a few shows, and that's because like I've been here on a Thursday. I've been a guest on Nelly's show. I've been here to see my sister Chick. I've seen her Loudmouth podcast show. So I'm familiar with one of her co-hosts, Paulie, just from seeing them outside of the studio.
Okay.
But I got to have like a really full circle moment over the weekend because Toucan,
Thanks.
head of the
Appreciate
family.
it.
I got a text message about this meeting for all staff podcast of the studio. And I was just like, wow, okay. Damn, it's going to be on the day I'm supposed to be out of town. Fast forward, I ended up not being out of town. So I hit him like, I don't even know if I hit him. I think I just showed up. Like, I was here, so I came.
As you do.
And what I got to do was meet everyone else who has a show, which I've seen all their shows because I am subscribed to Glockaware. And if you subscribe, notification pops up every time one
Subscribe,
of the shows goes live.
please subscribe.
So what I do, and I told them, if I haven't watched a full episode, because I have at least tapped into everyone's show, I repost it, spread the love, spread the
That's
word.
dope. That's dope.
So that way, those who are familiar with me from Glockaware, they can get familiar with
Everyone
the rest
else.
of the folks,
Yeah,
right?
It's
So-
family at this point.
Exactly. So I had, and that's what I was going to say. To be in that room and kind of not really understand what I was walking into, I didn't know what I was going into. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, it's a meeting. Okay, staff meeting.
Yeah, you
I didn't
thinking
know
like-
it was
you
staff,
thinking like
but
regular
okay,
staff
I'm gonna
type.
come because I told Mike and Dave I will hold them down, so I'm gonna go. And like I told Toucan, I said I really felt honored even getting that text because I didn't know what I was walking into when I told my brother, sure, I'll come co-host your show. And then, there was that tension because I actually was like structuring and bringing in guests and
Yeah.
trying to format. And then it was, sure, I'll hold you down. It was like I never had a conversation with anybody about what the podcast was, what we're supposed to be doing, how they came to Glockaware, what being under that umbrella meant. But just as I went to school for broadcast journalism and communications, so just being knowledgeable of being what a journalist is, I kind of already knew that. So
Yeah.
ever since I got down with Over a Drink, I would be doing like reposts and just kind of just trying to get a feel of everybody else, just so if somebody asks me, I at least know
You got some information.
it's not just
yeah.
about me. It's not like, oh, I just show up, do my shit and leave. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, no, like this is what's going on. It's a radio station. It's 24/7. We got an app, all that stuff. So, and then I found out it was Toucan's birthday. So shout out to him. Happy birthday to him.
Hey, happy
But
birthday.
yeah, so that was
bro.
like, it was really a dope vibe too, just listening to everybody's story and what they're into. Cause I felt like the odd man out. I was like, I don't really have a brand that I'm promoting. And I was like, I really don't know what I'm doing.
Hey, you winging it. We winging it.
I mean,
Freestyling, man.
but what I
Sometimes
do know is, especially if I start drinking, I like to talk. and I do have an opinion and information on. Oh, see, look at that! About
Oh, don't worry about it.
Opinion and information on a bunch
Shit
of
happens.
things.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna spill it though. I ain't that far going yet. Oh, that's my sister has joined in. Hey, she keeps saying she want to come on the show, but she's always sleeping at this time because she works at night. So I think she just FOS. But so that was a part of my weekend. What else happened this weekend?
Damn.
Yeah, she looked.
That's a hell of an acronym right there.
You know, full of shit. I think I can't really think about what else I did. I hustled a lot this weekend. I worked. I was getting my lift on, my drive on. What you do this weekend?
Hey, well, you know, I had a hell of a workout because you know I train, right? So I'm a trainer and I train people. I'm trying to get
ready
people
to get on that. We said September 11th. I got my new schedule. So.
Okay, we did say that, right?
Yeah.
God damn. So that time is now here. It's now.
Okay.
But yeah, you know I train. I'm in the gym probably about 2 hours out the day. So my day is working, training, and.
So that's what you did.
Yeah, all weekend. That's pretty much what it is. It's the usual. My thing, I'm like pretty much what's that? Groundhog Day.
Oh,
kind of like what's my man? I can't think of his name right now. You know who the actor is?
I do.
Bill
Murray.
Bill Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Groundhog Day. Pretty boring, but I have fun during this. My boring time is fun for me though. So
yeah, I can't. I'm not a Groundhog Day person. Haas.
Rocky.
I need variety
Rocky?
in my day and life. That's why I tend to gravitate towards artistic jobs, and that's why I picked this up because I need to be doing like a regular 9 to 5 doesn't suit me well if I got to go in, punch a clock at 9,
that type of person.
punch out at 5, and got the same shit to do between those 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always like that's probably why I can't get you to sit still and come to the gym, huh? That's what it is.
I'm working on changing my eating habits. You're gonna make my food,
absolutely.
I know.
I got the nutrition thing down also. I try to help people with that
Haas
nutrition.
said he need the gym.
I got Haas already. He lined up already. I just ain't called him yet. I want everybody. Actually, I
Haas,
might as well say this
together?
right now. I might as well say this right now. And I'm gonna start taking in people like September 23rd. I think that week. That week, it's a weekend, yeah.
Okay,
so that weekend, I'm gonna try to start calling people, and we can line up a schedule. But I need commitments for 6 weeks,
He
Rocky.
said me too.
I need commitments for 6 weeks, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me that 6 week. Give me that 6 week commitment, and I guarantee some results. But that's what my weekends
Gemini team, Gemini. Yes, exactly.
I try to help everybody
Gemini
get in
out
shape,
here.
though. That's all. That's it. But today, I said the date today is 9/11.
Right. So
today is definitely 9/11. Y'all had forgot that for a minute.
For a long, I forgot. Wow. Outside of, I think people were talking about the news. I caught the news, and they were talking about how in Bucks County we lost 18 people. So they created a park up there. I think it's called like the something of reflection. There's a reflection pond, and they had memorial service every year where the first part is people speaking about their loved ones. Honoring them with song and such, taps and all that. And then the rest of the day is guided tours throughout the park. Yeah. Silent guided tours, you just bring your phone and I think through Bluetooth or whatever, you can walk to the different exhibits. And that's what reminded me it was 9/11. And then one of my friends had posted on their Facebook, what were you doing?
I was about to ask you that. What were you doing on 9/11? September 11th, 2001. What were you doing?
I was getting ready for work. I had just got my job. I hadn't been on the job since. So here's the interesting thing about my journey with A Touch of Jazz. I got hired probably in like this, in 2000 was when I had the interview, and I pestered Jeff all the way up until like January 2001 where he hired me. And I graduated Temple University January 31st, 2001. And my first day at A Touch of Jazz was February 1st. And then at some point during the summer, I think I was like laid off for a little bit, but I kept coming to the studio every day because the studio was in my house. I had shit else to do, and I wanted the job. So it was like a really brief layoff, and then I got hired again, and then actually it was like for bigger and better because at that time Jeff's then assistant was dealing with the medical issue, and I was just watching, like, working in the office, watching shit go down, and I was just learning. I was like, you need somebody to do what Jess was doing. And then like he would go on the road and I would hear stories, and you take people, like some people have a large entourage. Jeff never was about the entourage. It was always family. Like it's a tech person, it's another opening DJ, and like maybe one other person. And like I would just like listen to them talk and da da da. And the whole time I'm thinking, so who's watching out for my mans? And so one day I was like, can I start going on the road with you? Because you really need somebody to look out for you. Like, and that's how that's actually how that started. Because I was like, aside from the fact that I want to go, I was never taken to Asia. I don't know why the fellas don't want to take me to Asia. I don't know what men do in Asia that they don't want their homegirl that's like our brother to go. I don't know. But I was taken to Amsterdam and a couple other fun places where debauchery goes on.
I heard terrible weather, but I heard it's dope out there.
It's terrible weather certain times of year, but like I will say that we went once. We've gone a few times, but once we went and sat through a live sex show while we all were on mushrooms. That was a awesome experience.
That's a hell of an
I'll talk about that
right
one
there,
day.
But then
so back to 9/11. So September 11th, 2001, I was up getting dressed to go to work at A Touch of Jazz, and I always watch the news, Channel 6, every morning.
Yeah.
And I'm watching TV, and I seen a plane hit a fucking building, and I'm like, looking for the remote. Like, did I sit on the remote? Who turned the channel? What movie is this?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get caught.
The same thing. Like, this shit is a fucking movie.
I don't want to get caught up watching the movie, but my ass supposed to be going to work. And then I realized when the second plane, when they showed footage of that it was the news showing footage of what they had gotten somehow from, whatever news entities were out there of the hit. And then I saw at the bottom, it was like breaking news. And I was like, oh shit.
So you didn't see the actual hit of the plane. You seen it
I saw it when the news broadcasted like minutes later when they realized what was going on.
Yeah.
And they broadcast the first hit.
Yeah.
And then the second one was live at 5.
That's the one I seen.
That's the one I seen.
When that shit came the second time.
I went to work because 1, I was supposed to be there. 2, like
had an obligation.
I need to know who else saw this shit. And when I got to work,
yeah, cause that shit was like it was almost unbelievable. Like you looking at something like, get the fuck out of here. That's for real right there. Yes. I was thinking the same thing. Like this shit can't be for real.
When I got to work, everybody was talking about it, but Herb Quarterman, shout out to Herb, that was my former direct boss at A Touch of Jazz. He was pissed because at the time, Natalie and Marcia, who most of you professionally know as Floetry, had just moved into their apartment. They didn't have a TV, so they took it upon themselves when they found out what happened when the news came on, because we worked 11 to 7. So this happened really early in the morning. By the time we get there, one of the TVs is missing because they took it to their house because they didn't know what the fuck was going on and they wanted to see on the TV. So that was my September 11th, dealing with the fallout of how your two artists just show up at the studio and take the TV to the crib because they need to know what's going on September 11th.
Shouts out to Floetry, yo.
That was, I had some very interesting times.
That was a dope behind the scenes story too with that, right? That's crazy.
I got a lot of dope behind the scenes stories. Let me tell you.
Well, 9/11. I was in the crib. I dropped my kid's mom off, came to the crib. My mom sitting downstairs. I go upstairs. I hear her say something like, oh my God, or whatever. So I come downstairs. I'm looking at the TV. I'm like, what the fuck? See the second plane coming. I was like, this real? Boom. I said, get the fuck. I think I started calling people.
Right.
I'm like, hold up. But at that moment, though, I'm like, this shit ain't fucking real. This is a movie.
I was trying to figure out.
This got to be a movie.
I grabbed the remote, and this is 2001. We still had the chip cable. Remember the brown?
Yeah, the brown
Comcast cable box with the
joint.
remote. So
I'm Great Media then.
It was Comcast then for sure.
They just turned over.
Yeah, it was Comcast, but I'm grabbing the remote. I'm hitting info. That shit say Action News. I'm like,
yo,
Action News showing movies, like.
Yo, that was crazy. Then they evacuated all the buildings downtown.
So at this point, when I see New York City, because I'm not even paying attention that it's the World Trade Centers. Like, I don't fucking know. It's 2 tall ass buildings getting hit by planes. I called my son's father because I know he worked somewhere in New York near there, but I didn't know and it just so happens he had called out that day. Wasn't feeling well, some shit. Because that was the first thing I did. Like, I rarely called that man for anything, but especially to see if he was okay. Like, I really didn't give a shit. Yeah. Like, you're being a dad, we're cool. So,
shouts out the fathers, dads. God damn.
But I did. At that moment, like, when life seems, you already know life is short, but when it seems that like, some shit like that could happen, I actually reached out and checked on him. He was fine. Remember when they had the blackout in New York?
Yeah.
I checked on his ass then too, because I knew he was going to have to walk. Crazy. He lived in Brooklyn.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I actually was a little worried when I kept calling and couldn't get in touch with him because it's a fucking power outage.
Con Ed fucked some shit up there that day.
So that was my September 11th. I was like, it was the most unbelievable thing. And I can't believe that was 22 years ago.
22 years ago. You know what else happened that day? It's very significant to me.
What?
Jay-Z dropped the Blueprint 1.
Is
Shout
that what
out to
happened
my
that day?
man Hov on
In 2001?
2001, September 11th, the
Oh, yeah,
Blueprint,
the Blueprint.
1 drops.
How about that?
And it's sold.
And that's why they crashed.
A lot of records.
People was going to buy entertainment. They depressed about Wall Street going down, but they definitely need to hear Jay-Z.
Man, Jay-Z was hotter than whoever then.
Facts.
That
Back
shit was
then,
2001? Come on.
and that was back in the time I used to, when I was buying some music, it was a day off work. Like I had my brothers, they had the studio.
Mm-hmm.
We used to all sit down. I'll never forget when fucking Wu-Tang dropped Wu-Tang Forever.
Oh,
We all was off work. We
Yeah.
was in Ra and John's studio, and we sat around and we was blowing, and we all day listened to that from forwards to backwards.
that's that
Like,
shit, yo. What was the
'cause
fucking that single? The
Triumph.
first song, Triumph.
A Bomb Atomic League,
Oh,
Socrates,
that beat
Philosophies,
was
and Hypotheses.
crazy. Yo, that beat is bananas.
I remember we took
beat was
we
hard
took off
as
work
shit.
that day. I remember when that came out. But
Yeah.
damn, I did not know that the Blueprint,
The Blueprint
came out
won.
on that day.
Come
You know what's
on.
significant to me about September 11th?
My third, I think that's my second favorite artist of all time.
Okay, I get it to you. What's significant about me is
What is?
my mother and father got married September 11th, 2001, 1971.
Damn.
They got divorced like in 1993. But for whatever reason, every September 11th, you best believe my mother will text in the family group text, happy
Damn.
anniversary to my father, as if they're still married. Both of them done been married. My father's been married for, I don't even know how long at this point, to his wife. Shout out to Miss Deb. And my mother was previously
Shouts out to
married
Miss Deb.
to my stepfather. But yeah, like every September 11th, that's for sure. She was like, it would have been 52 years. I'm like, it would have been a long
Damn.
ass 52
September
years.
11th, man. Where was y'all at on September 11th, man? Let me know. Chime in. Let us know on live. Let us know on the podcast. Where was y'all at on
My
September
sister said
11th?
one of her really good girlfriends, Bernadette, worked on the 72nd floor, but she did not work that day.
Wow.
Yo, imagine all the people
Shouts
that
out to
did not
Bernadette.
work that day.
Yo.
Hey, Donnie. Look
Lucky-
at that whole neighborhood
You
showing
listen,
up.
y'all some lucky motherfuckers that day,
Yo,
man. I'm gonna be
like-
real with you now. Looking back, boy.
Think
listen,
about that. Like, you were supposed to go to work for whatever reason.
that was
you
the best
called out,
fucking call
no
out
call,
day
no
ever.
show. That would have been the best day to do a no call, no show.
What?
And then act like, what?
I'm not laughing at anything like that. It's just that's some lucky shit
That's
right
some
there.
super
that's-
lucky shit
yeah,
because
yeah.
understand like that the way that affected. I remember George Bush. That's one of the times they caught him looking stupid out there.
Oh man, where is that movie?
Wasn't he
That's
somewhere
called-
reading a book
what is
to
it?
some kids or some
yeah,
shit?
Fahrenheit 9/11 by Michael
Oh,
Michael
I can't think of his name.
Michael Moore.
Yes, Michael Moore.
Michael Moore.
The
Where is
documentary.
that joint? That joint crazy though. George Bush was out there looking
Looking
crazy.
crazy.
He was out there looking like
Reading
LeBron
books
when
to
LeBron
kids, they
found
was
out
like-
his mom was getting hit by Delonte West.
What? Hey, CEO Ro. I got to meet the CEO Ro this weekend. Shout out to him.
Shout out to CEO Ro.
But yeah, so
Yo.
that's what I was doing. Like again, 22 years. That's a long time.
That's
like,
a long time. That's a long time.
like
But
people's lives were
hey,
changed
man,
forever.
listen, rest in peace to all them people, man. Fuck terrorism
Yeah.
and all that other
You know
bullshit.
what else I remember about that day? Because it was so hectic that the planes hit the two towers. Remember, then after that, they was like they hit the Pentagon
Yeah.
and the plane went down in Pennsylvania. Because I was like, oh, they coming for us.
That's
And-
when everybody like they fought back on that plane.
Yeah, they fought back, for
back
sure.
on that plane.
But I just remember thinking like that's one of the first times that I had like real thoughts of what would happen if the United States engaged in war.
You know, thinking about it, the first thing they said, they didn't even say they fought back on their plane. Motherfucker was like they shot that plane down. that was the theory. Like the US shot
mean,
that
it's
plane down or
possible.
whatever.
It's possible.
Yeah,
Anything's possible.
It's a conspiracy theory out there. I'm not touching none of those. I'm not even fucking with that one. I'm gonna go by what the movie said. So they fought and the niggas had the knives and then they crashed into wherever and that's that.
And now
I'm
that
gonna
I
leave the
work
conspiracy theories to everybody else, man.
now that I work in the commercial aviation industry, I understand like for you to get into the cockpit to even take over a plane, you got to get the captain to come out.
Yeah.
He is locked in there with his first officer,
Mm-hmm.
and their number one priority is what they call the souls. I don't want to say lives because they count the souls on the plane. Because when they count seats for revenue, Like I have to do this report when I turn it in to them before they can take off to know how many people on the plane. And if there's an infant on the plane who's not sitting in their own seat, it won't show up on the report. I have to write like +1 infant, and I have to write it that way because they'll be like, no. The captain will be like, nope, numbers are off, and I'll be like, it is 43 people. He'll be like, it's 43 souls. What about that baby?
Hold up.
44
they
souls on the
refer
plane.
to the passengers as souls?
Yeah, souls on the plane.
My God.
That's to show you the mind state of what their priority is. Their priority is to
saving
bring
souls.
everybody home.
Fuck.
So
shout out to pilots, man.
listen.
Fuck that. Y'all keep talking that bullshit. Shout out to Denzel for playing that drunk ass pilot, man, and saving them people. Real shit. Like fuck that. Denzel, my man.
Shout out to Denzel for playing a pilot.
My man. Shout out to pilots, man. They saving souls out here, man.
You know who
Come
who
on.
need to be saved? That motherfucking criminal on the run.
Oh, no, he. Hey, listen. Hey.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Hey.
Did you see the video how he escaped?
Oh man, he's
How he,
incredible.
Jumped up and he was like shimmying up the like this nigga was
He's an
Spider-Man.
incredible athlete.
While he looking in the camera. That's what got me.
Hey,
it was the look in the camera for me. It was the
What's my man name? Julio Gonzalez?
I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
What's his name?
Daniel
Come holler at me, man. I want to work you out, bro.
Don't
Holler at
come
me at the
nowhere
gym.
near me, my
I'm
man.
a-
You kill bitches. Don't come nowhere near the kid. What?
Yeah, he did. He out for murder for killing his girl,
Killing his
right?
girl, and he
Killing his
escaped.
girl.
He had already
Wow,
escaped his
shit.
native. Was it Portugal, Brazil? One of them South American
shit.
countries
Yeah, one of
where
them.
they speak Portuguese. He escaped there for killing somebody else. I was like, when they
Yeah,
first
they
got
did
him
say
and
that.
sentenced him, they should have just deported his ass.
No.
Yes.
This is the
Send his
USA.
ass back to Brazil.
It's the
So he
US.
can stand trial for that shit too. And he
Hey.
can just be in some Brazil. You know them foreign jails is crazy.
Yeah.
So he can be in some Brazilian jail for the rest of his life. Meanwhile, he in the Brandywine Valley. You know what I'm saying? Tell some no. This nigga done went to the Mushroom Festival in Kennett
Oh,
Square.
man, listen.
This nigga done been all in the fucking I ain't never been to Linwood Gardens.
Me neither.
Whatever it
He
is.
done experienced
This nigga
things I
been-
never experienced
You
before.
know,
And I'm
he
like,
out
God,
there living life and
listen,
then
with no money, where you get shoes from?
Yo,
like,
he
with
broke into somebody's house because people out there, even though they got the alert, there's a fucking escaped criminal. They still weren't locking their doors, so
Hey.
they had him on somebody's camera in the house. So
Shout
that's
out
where
to
he
them
got his
for fake
sweatshirt.
helping.
I guess he couldn't fit their pants because he still got his prison pants on, and I'm assuming that's where he stole a razor and to cut his hair
He cut
because
his hair off and
cut his-
everything.
got his, fresh face,
I
looking
think-
like an
I think
innocent
he-
little kid.
I actually think he went to an Asian barber because they don't ask any questions.
I think that nigga is somewhere outside of a Home Depot in Delaware looking for work every day. That's what they need to do. Pull up on all the Home Depots and look for this nigga because he done stole a dairy truck.
My man is incredible. He been on the run for what? 10, 13, 12
12
days?
days. 12 days and they ain't
days.
found him yet.
Young boy been on the run for 12
days.
This is incredible right
12
here.
days and he
This
just
is
somewhere in
fucking-
Chester County
Hey.
living up like, you know, they living lovely out there
Yeah.
too.
What, he was just in Phoenixville or some shit like
This
that?
nigga had the
He was-
audacity.
What the fuck was
The audacity to go visit people who he think are his friends, because they say friends, but once you done murder somebody,
That's what
and
I
got
heard, and
sentenced
they
to
turned him
jail.
away. They like, get away
They didn't
from
even
me,
open the door.
scat.
They like he's on
Beat
their
it.
camera. The one
Wow.
dude was like, he was a roommate. He was like, dude was a good roommate. He was quiet, kept to himself, went to work, came back home. He was like, but I want y'all to help. I want to help y'all find him. I hope he's found. Which tells me that he might have did something to this nigga. He's scared. He's scared to death that he was coming for him. He went to the cops like, listen, he reaching out to people. I'm telling you now, he ain't came to me.
Hey, he got 2 bodies, man. I ain't saying nothing to him either. Like, he come back, and they can't find him. So y'all can't even find. Hold up. Man,
The
shouts out
entire
to these
state
retarded
police
ass
of
cops,
Pennsylvania.
man. It's real, hey, listen.
The
Some
entire
cops are great.
Chester County.
Some cops are
police
great.
force.
Some cops are not great. Some cops are good. Some cops are bad. Some cops are idiots. Some cops are very smart. I think these cops are very on the idiot
I
side
think these
right
cops
now.
are
because-
overworked.
Why? Why you think they
Because
overworked?
how did you miss this nigga?
They
He was on
overworked.
camera like 11 times. Like, how did y'all? He was on camera in the very okay. You're right, idiots. Because he's on
This-
camera
see?
in the very
See?
perimeter that you set up, and y'all could not catch him.
This is
Wearing
crazy.
green ass prison pants, and now he just stole somebody like lime green hoodie or some shit. Like he's trying to get caught. If that ain't a cry for help, I done murdered somebody and threw in a lime green hoodie.
You know, I think I seen this on an episode of like Law and Order or something. when somebody escaped like this. And I don't know how long they was on the run, but this sounds like an episode of fucking Law and Order, man. I don't know.
Probably because Law and Order
this is crazy
is
right
known
here.
to use storylines that mirror reality.
It sounds like an episode. We need Benson and Stabler right now.
First of all, they track down criminals that do criminal sexual acts.
Hey, we don't know what else he did.
We
to
need.
this girl. We need
still-
Voight.
we don't know what else
We need Voight right now. Chicago PD. This Philadelphia PD. This
Well, it wasn't even the Philadelphia PD. It's the
state.
Chester County and the state police can't find his ass.
That's crazy.
Got him out here looking like a baby.
Man, they gotta call the feds in.
The ATF was there. Feds was there for sure.
And they still ain't find her.
Man, I'm like, how you call everybody?
Incompetence. Can y'all say incompetence?
I'm not gonna say
We
that.
pay these people.
I'm gonna say I don't know what it takes to find an escaped murderer in rural Pennsylvania that's of Latino descent, where it's a whole bunch of white folks. I ain't gonna say. And he speak a whole Spanish and Portuguese and very little English. I ain't gonna say why it's so hard to find him. He fuck around and being K&A right about now.
Hey, listen, if he is, shouts out to K&A.
If it was me, I would be checking Home Depots because I'm trying to tell you.
Home Depots.
Because that's where they go to look for work. He done blended in. He about to get the
Mexican,
next job.
no.
That's
Not Mexican.
but he don't know that them white people out there don't know that. They don't know he an escaped convict. Like he
got
done
orange
changed his
pants.
whole appearance.
He got on slippers.
and then in and out
orange
like
pants. Man, listen, I know he's sticking out like a sore thumb, and y'all can't tell me y'all don't know where this guy at. Come on, man.
check the Home Depots all over.
Y'all
Chester
got all these
County.
goofy pets and dogs and all that. Let them, the dogs ain't barking yet. Bark, 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 bark. Come on now.
Listen,
Where the dogs in there? Let them out the backyard.
I
Come
just
on.
hope he's found soon because
This is crazy.
He's resourceful. He's a little too resourceful for me. What
You
else
know
is
what?
going on in the news?
We need Denzel Washington, man.
I'm trying to think. I saw something else crazy in the news. I mean, I saw something crazy, but none of us
This
really
shit
care.
going crazy all the time in the news.
No, I
So
mean, none of-
whatever you say,
No, crazy that
you
we don't
seen.
care about in Philadelphia. We're going to talk about that Eagles win, but like apparently Dallas whooped the fucking. I mean, I saw some of this game.
They beat the shit out of the Giants.
Shit out of the Giants.
That's what I want. They beat the shit
And
out
it
of
was
the
like
Giants.
it was like a record game for them.
All right, come on now. We're not going to do this about
No,
Dallas, though.
we're not.
That's
We're
all
going
right.
to talk
Okay,
about
shouts
how
out-
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Dallas, y'all
Philadelphia
gotta win,
Eagles
and we gotta win.
gotta
So we
win.
both at the top. Like we both.
Held off the
Yeah.
Patriots.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Y'all
know?
keep talking all the mistakes we made. I want to say this though. Like, let me just vent this one right quick
You
to like
definitely can,
Eagles
'cause, you know, I
fans
don't
or whatever.
say we
Like,
when talking about
listen,
the English.
listen,
About the
right?
Eagles.
Everybody like, oh, they did bad. They blew the lead, and they did this, and they did this, and they didn't look good, and
Yes,
all this stuff.
Keem.
But listen, they beat Bill Belichick, one of the best fucking coaches to ever coach. If y'all forget, this boy is a defensive specialist.
Right.
Like, so stop. Whatever they didn't do good, let's give Bill Belichick some fucking credit here. Let's not keep saying the Eagles were so bad. Bill Belichick is outstanding defensive coach. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take up about 15 more seconds with this one because I don't think y'all remember who Bill Belichick is. He coached Lawrence Taylor. Y'all know who LT is, right?
LT.
He coached them championship defenses for the New York Giants. So if we beat Bill Belichick in week 1, we fucking doing good. We number 1. We got the victory. So let's shut the fuck up and move on, man. We got a victory. That's my rant.
It's
for right
always
now.
the Philadelphians.
Yeah, never fucking
Want you to
satisfied.
do
Fucking
better.
relax, man. God damn, it's week 1. God damn it. We
Why
won.
is Bob
No
up there?
injuries. We all right.
Bob, what are you talking about, Keem? Oh, Keem said the Brazilian people are the new contractors. So, like I said, check Home Depot.
Oh shit. That's what I'm talking about. Brazil. They the new contractors,
So
okay.
check Home Depot. Like I said,
I'm gonna
he
start
speaks
learning some fucking Portugal.
He speaks Portuguese. He
then.
speaks the language. What about this crazy ass weather we having?
Hey, El Nino. Ain't this El Nino? You remember when you first heard of El Nino? You
Right.
ever-
And
I
I'm
think
wondering what little fucking boy.
Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck is it? What the
What
fuck is an
little
El
boy?
Nino? I'm like, what is that? Now there's a polar. What I read was a polar vortex over
Polar
the north.
vortex.
What the fuck is that? Over the North Pole.
Basically, it's gonna be cold this winter. That's what that sound like.
Santa ain't coming.
That sound like it's gonna be cold this winter.
Santa won't be
And-
around this winter.
And if it's cold this winter, oh Bob Marley, Why is Bob up there? He is talking about you. He is talking about you. I just know it's gonna be cold this winter because if you remember,
Blackie.
last summer it was, super hot, and this summer
It was
wasn't-
definitely super hot.
It was hell last summer. This summer was not as bad compared to last summer. So that just
We
feel
just
like
came out of like a week of 90 though. We came
a
out
week.
1 week of 90.
Last summer, the entire summer was.
So what's that
unbearable.
telling you?
That this winter, it's telling me that I gotta speed up my draft for cuffing season. Cause I need somebody to keep me warm. Cause it's gonna be a cold fucking
Holy
winter.
shit.
I need to pick one of these little liars and settle the fuck down.
Holy shit. One of these little liars
Let them lie to
can
me
get selected for
for
cuffing
the rest
season.
of September through I don't know whatever they get
That's what
over,
I'm
like
talking
right
about.
before Valentine's Day. Ain't that when they get over it?
I guess I'm gonna be a lonely motherfucker cuffing season.
Oh, I ain't gonna be lonely.
Single
Fuck
and
that.
lonely. So
Be
it's
single.
yeah.
Never gonna be
Fuck
lonely.
cuffing season for me. But all right, shouts out to everybody who's gonna be cuffing
Yo.
in the winter because it's gonna be like 6 to 80 inches of snow
Yes.
this fucking
What
winter.
I was
So
looking
be
at-
prepared.
Look at that post on social media. This one boy was like, I thought I was going to be on my way to matching pajamas this winter. That always makes me laugh because I'm like, I don't understand the whole matching pajamas thing. I don't want to match with you. We can complement colors if we're going out somewhere. We need to look good, but we don't need to be having on the
I
same
don't understand
outfit.
the matching shit either. I didn't.
I see it, and I see it all the time.
don't get
I
that
see it
one.
a lot with older people. That's what really why I'm
That's
against
fucked
it.
up.
But like when they like
They not
late
thinking right.
60s, 70s, 80s,
Yeah, they not thinking right.
like they always matching.
They
like
they going back.
sometimes same outfit
That's just crazy.
matching. Like he got a white shirt, she got a white shirt.
Ooh.
She got on red pants, he
No.
got on red pants.
No.
They got on red shoes.
No.
They both wearing different styles of red hats. And I'm just like, I ain't never been that in love.
Hey, shouts out to all the older folks who be matching. Don't do that shit.
Right? Or
That
like
don't look
they got
right.
on the same exact sweatsuits
Don't-
and sneakers.
Don't do that. That don't look right, old heads.
Yeah, they be like 68 and they got on their nice little swish sweatsuits, and they always have on like,
We said the swish. Come
I
on.
won't be lonely.
Oh, somebody cuffing early season.
No, never, no. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not ready for that. Like, the sweatsuits, not like, I don't mean like the
Hey,
cotton.
listen, I wouldn't want you to be matching with anyone. Like, don't do that. That's just not a good look. That's not a good
You know
look.
what's funny? All right.
I would
bought-
go
I bought the
change.
same pair of sneakers as somebody once, which is fine, apparently, like, especially if we're not going nowhere. But he would be annoyed if, like, I had that pair of sneakers on and ended up staying at his crib because that's the only pair of sneakers I got the next day.
And then he might
So now
want to.
he can't put his on.
Nah, you can't do that. Yeah, I would be the same way. That's a real
Or
nigga
like,
right
you
there,
gonna go
man.
home
Like
and-
you better
you
not
gonna
put
go
the
home and
same.
change before we go out. I'm like,
You-
the shoes. I'm like, I
Listen.
bought another outfit.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Hey,
look at
listen,
their shoes.
don't do that matching stuff, y'all. Don't be out there like matching way too much. Like synchronize the belts or something, and that's it. The
Not the
accessories.
belts. Now you want them to be out there
accessories,
looking like
y'all wear the
Batman
same
and Batwoman.
watches or y'all wear the same this, but don't do the accessories. That's it. But no sneakers and shoes.
Oh yeah, like I seen the whole.
That's it.
outfits,
Not
like
that-
the
I seen that too.
whole Outfits.
Like mushroom this and mushroom that, mushroom with the girl, you match everything up. Nah.
Yeah, like the whole thing.
I
I
don't-
mean, like, so they made that in men's and women's. Then even David Hoyle pop up. See, when I tag B, the whole neighborhood pop up apparently on the
Shouts
show.
out to Victor Payne, my man. One of the illest rappers y'all never heard of. But it's in the kindest way ever because he retired a long
Right,
time ago.
okay.
He stopped a long time ago, but he still got a passion for it. Shouts out to Victor Payne, man. That's my man. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Yeah.
like, what else happened in sports?
In sports,
I haven't been paying attention. Well, nobody cares in this city about no other football.
I don't
team.
want to talk about sports because I get the ranting about
But we
shit
can
that
talk
I don't
about
want to
Coco
rant about.
Golf. No,
She
we can
is
talk about
dope.
Coco Golf.
She dope. That little
She's
young girl
number
dope
one.
as shit. She dope as
She's
shit.
number one.
I like her. She dope. She's
number one. She did it.
I didn't get a
She's-
chance to watch the whole joint because I was at work. But
I don't be up at night watching them joints, and plus, I think when that came on in the afternoon, I think I was at work. But I just know she won.
I seen the
Her
semifinals. I
first,
seen the game before
her
that. I
first
didn't see
Grand
the
Slam title. He said much love to you, bro. She won, and she's I think Serena did it when she was 17 in the late 90s, and Coco was what, 19? So she's not the youngest, but she's one of the youngest to win. Shout out to her. I see my man Djokovic won again.
Oh man, he killing shit. And
He
he like
always
fucking,
killing
he
shit.
old head in the joint too. He like 30 something.
Yeah.
So he definitely killing shit right there. Hey, lucky I ain't take up tennis when I was younger. Why's one of them gonna say so?
What, about tennis?
Yeah.
Why, you was playing tennis?
No, I never played. Where was we gonna play tennis at? Like,
Nigga, we had tennis courts at 8th and Poplar up until recently. And they still they had
I'm
tennis.
talking about when I
there's
was like
tennis
fucking
courts.
11.
Them tennis courts been there when
Oh.
you was 11 by the projects.
They was over
They
there,
put
right?
tennis courts right
Hey.
by the projects. They was trying to give you an out
Listen.
before Serena and
Can I be
Venus.
honest right now?
Yes, please.
I'm getting a fucking trolley horse in my leg, but don't y'all worry about that shit, man. I'm trying to work this motherfucker out because
Just sitting here.
just see, I move my fucking
Is that what
leg.
band over 40 is like?
Fuck no, this is called. I need some food and hydration. I gotta drink
Big
some
ass-
more.
yes,
I need
drink
some
that big
food.
ass bottle of Evian. Talk about some where was I gonna play tennis in the hood. Your daughter plays tennis? Hey Nelly, shout out to Nelly Yoga Fitness. So my thing with tennis is I know how to play. I learned how in school. My father used to love to play tennis and racquetball, but I got this thing where I'll try something. If I ain't that good at it, you ain't gonna see me do it too much.
So I take it you wasn't that good at tennis.
I couldn't beat my dad.
So that
Couldn't
made you
even
not
hang-
that good at it.
No, couldn't even hang with. Oh, first of
You
all,
weren't even supposed to beat him though.
I went to Friends Select. I couldn't beat half them little kids over there. So, like, it was fun. My,
See?
my best friend Dana, she played tennis. Yeah, tennis really wasn't for me. It was the whole, me and my hand-eye coordination ain't always that great. And then if you got a hellified serve and a great swing, I'm afraid that ball going to hit me and hurt me. So
Yeah, that shit come fast.
I'm like,
It definitely.
I mean, not
be moving.
now, but back then, that was
Yeah.
my whole problem. Like, not now. Now I'm
Ah.
like a little more relaxed. And
I
do know how
tried
to
this
play.
shit. I tried it when I could, like in school and shit like that when they had tennis, but I never was like, I never wanted to be Arthur Ashe and no shit like that.
That's you
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
showing
I
your
was
age. You want to be
definitely
Arthur
never-
Ashe.
I didn't want to say the other boy. No, it
But
wasn't.
no,
Arthur.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, like I ain't want to be Andre Agassi. You know, you want me to come up a little
I'm
bit?
just
Like,
saying,
come on,
that-
like.
that's pretty old too.
Yeah, definitely. He had great sneaks though. Like, where the Agassi's at? Bring them
Yo.
fucking Andre Agassi's back.
Gotta look
I'm
online.
talking to Nike. Bring
yeah,
them
they're
back.
gonna bring them back, and they're gonna be like 225.
And they better give me a fucking piece of it because I'm the one that just said it. I think I manifested this one just now.
I'm sure somebody somewhere in a warehouse in Canada got some Agassiz they sitting on it. If you look on like sneakers or one of those websites, you can find them. They just cost more than you're willing to pay.
Yeah, definitely. But I want them.
They was some
Me
dope
thinking.
sneakers.
They were some dope sneakers,
They were
right?
some dope
Those
sneakers.
Agassi's is dope. Listen.
What else did we say we was going to talk about?
Oh, wait. Let me see. Somebody called me.
Oh,
I'm not going
new
to tell
music.
y'all, though. I'm not going to tell y'all who called me.
so I will say that it's not like I stayed up for the debut of Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B Bongos or Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. I happened to be up at 11:30 something. And like I said, I'm subscribed to a bunch of shit. I got a notification and I actually was trying to respond to a DM and I clicked on the notification instead and it led me to a live YouTube chat with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
That's
And they were talking
dope.
about their single. And one of my friends, she was like, she hate the song. She don't really like it. Maybe she hasn't really gotten into it, but she thinks it should have had a different artist on it because it has more of a Latin flavor. And I said, just think about all the remixes they left the door open for. Have you heard the song?
Bongos, ain't it? Bongos or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, I heard it a bunch of times. It's a great song to work out to in the gym for
It's
sure.
definitely a great song to
It's-
work out to.
The beat got me. I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't be dropping no verses.
It
and
definitely
nothing.
ain't WAP though.
Yeah, I'm glad it ain't WAP because one thing that I felt weird about walking around singing at over 45 was
It definitely ain't WAP. It don't
wet
hit like
ass
WAP.
pussy. I don't even talk like that, so I couldn't sing that song. It was like, and it wasn't
Yo,
that beat
Yo.
wasn't. There's some hoes in this.
Oh,
house,
man.
there's some- like that
Incredible.
beat was not bongos to me.
like
Like
definitely Bongos is. I
This-
kind of like this joint.
I
It
heard
got
that
like
John,
a,
and I was like, what?
They played
I
that
went,
shit like 10 times the other day on the fucking radio. I'm in the car. I heard that shit probably like 10 times.
I played it like 10 times because I done already downloaded and saved it to my playlist.
But you was talking to them though. You got a chance to holler at them on a
No,
on live shit?
I'm not about to be interacting in their live. I was just watching.
Oh, and what the fuck they was talking about?
They was just talking about the experience of making the song, the video. And the reason why I actually kept paying attention was because Cardi was talking about how, and Megan was complimenting her on her work ethic, about how she take everything over the top, but she's so serious about her work. She's somewhat of a perfectionist, and she just wants shit to be dope. So as I'm watching this video, which is a colorful masterpiece, and I'm watching the choreography, I was like, yo, this is really artistic. Like the beat make you want to dance. Again, I know somebody going to kill the dance version, the house music version.
They gonna TikTok the shit out of this
I'm sure Lotto.
They're about to TikTok the shit out of this song.
They definitely gonna TikTok the shit out of it. Every female artist except Nicki and Ice Spice probably will drop some sort of freestyle to that beat because the beat is dope. And it
Nicki and them gonna have a freestyle to it. They just ain't gonna release it though, but it'll be on somebody's deck.
Oh, maybe. And it leaves room for so many remixes outside of just hip hop because of the type of track it is. Like a Latina artist could definitely spice it up. Even somebody that's in the Afrobeats realm. So shout out to them. It was
who did that track?
I didn't even do that much investigation. Didn't care. I was just like, the club's about to be crazy. Let me learn how to pussy pop on a handstand because it's about to be the shit.
That's what you gonna do with the bongos?
Hell no, nigga. Yeah, you got a Charlie horse. You can imagine what's gonna happen to me if I try to. Remember we were younger and we used to try to break dance right there in the path. We had the cardboard set up.
Absolutely. You showing your age now, no? What
because
you doing?
remember, you was one of the only people I would trust to try to help me backflip.
We was just talking about
so
this.
So at this big age, you really think I'm out here trying to pussy pop on a handstand? I ain't gotta prove nothing to these young hoes. My pussy pops. I got 3 kids. That's period. Like we already know that. I ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody.
Shout out to the MILFs who pussy pop. You got 2 to 3 kids.
Hey, Oogie.
Shout out to those MILFs.
And cousin Lindy. Listen, MILFs. That's right. We out here.
Shit, if you got 3 in your pussy pop, you got 2 to 3 kids, you a MILF to me. Goddamn shit.
You gotta be. Oh well, yeah. I guess.
You dig? I'm a man.
You're a man. Yeah, that's
so
why
you gotta
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not a man. I don't comment on things like that.
You know,
but yeah, I ain't got nothing to prove to these young hoes at the club. I ain't out there.
Don't you dare do that. Don't do
no,
that.
Because
don't you dare.
Every once in a while, the liquor take over. You think you doing something, and everybody believe. Well, your girlfriend screaming, "Go, go,
and
go!" Yes, we out here seasoned.
And then WAP becomes your favorite song.
No, WAP ain't never gonna be my favorite song, but it usually be a throwback. Like
I get
Trina, something about here, and I got an ass so big like the sun. Or more important, no woman can resist. Cash Money Records taking over for the 9-9, no matter how old you are. I have seen my mother with her 2 brand new knees. And you seen my mother. She be out there backing everything and everybody to fuck up with that thing. So yeah, but every once in a while, when you hear a song that make you want to show a little something, then the young girls come out, you feel like you got to prove yourself. One time at Liberty Bar, I was out there working it. I was like, I'm not gonna let this young bitch show me up. We both was out there.
You got into a challenge joint?
It wasn't a challenge. It was a who going to get up, who knees going to get first, who going to stop.
We went low. Y'all both went low.
We both went low. I kept looking around for backup, like just in case I don't get up, where my hoes at to help lift the bitch up. And I survived. I survived the whole song. It was like 3 minutes and some change. I don't know where she disappeared to. You know where I went?
Where you go?
Out front to find my motherfucking inhaler because I was like trying to keep up with this young bitch. My left knee started to swell. Like I was like, I'm able to do it, but Jesus.
Hey, listen.
Like
you gotta recover though.
I was like, I'm just gonna do a little something. But you see out the corner of your eye, somebody tried to show you. It was one of those, I'm going to do what she do. What? Don't do that because I don't know how to dance. I don't know how to dance, but I'm not going to let your young ass outshine me.
That liquor do things to you, man. That shit get the hit you.
Make you think you 25.
What?
Don't laugh at me, Nelly. I will never forget that. I was outside. My cousin was like,
were
you
okay?
I need my inhaler. Yes, I had the albuterol. I was massaging my knee. I went back inside like I need water, Tasha. I don't care what y'all talking about.
She didn't
Before
get
my
a drink
whole
after that.
body,
She got
before my whole
water.
body cramps up. Yes, water, please and
Please
thank
give me
you.
water. Matter of fact, you got Gatorade back there.
Something.
That's
Breathe.
funny
Yes.
as shit right there.
Now I
That's
know you
funny.
got to breathe through it, because if you don't breathe through it, you will die after trying to challenge a young bitch. I'm tired of going home and trying to get an Epsom salt bath and shit. I'm definitely at that age.
Yo, she talking about breathe.
Treat it like you.
Don't worry about it. She be all right. She got double Butyrols. You good?
That's the key to
You go ahead
everything.
and do that
Breathe,
shit.
breathe through your nose. You know how. Breathe.
Breathe through your nose.
Breathe.
Women. Shouts out to the women who can breathe through their
your
nose.
Yes.
I love y'all. Y'all are
feel like I'm drinking more than
multi-talented
you.
too.
I feel like I'm drinking more than you.
I think you are.
Yeah, I poured another drink.
Oh shit. Well, man, listen. I have to go to the gym afterwards. I'm sorry. I can't drink.
Excuses.
You want my blood to be like, all right,
No,
now
I
I'm gonna
don't,
call
I
you.
don't.
I'm gonna call you after the gym. I'm gonna take one more sip
Okay.
for the people in Afghanistan. I don't even know
The
nobody
fuck
from
Afghanistan
Afghanistan.
got to do with anything right now?
Mhm.
You got me ready to look up like, what's going on in Afghanistan?
Turmoil. The U.S. trying to get over there. I don't
wasn't
know.
ready for that. No, but the U.S. Is bettering their. Back to serious news. The U.S. is bettering their relationship with Vietnam. That's important to know, because Vietnam and China don't get along, but they share that border, and we did do the thing to them niggas back then. So
Why though? Why we want to fuck with Vietnam? I don't understand this one right here. Like this is just crazy right here. The U.S. is crazy. You know that they're fucking.
we need allies. We still need allies. Russia's still a little bit cuckoo. They don't like the fact that we support Ukraine.
Okay, we gonna go.
Russia got allies. They
do, but what people don't
They
realize,
got
like,
nuclear
listen to this.
warheads. And like I said, like I was getting to earlier, what happens if there's like a war on U.S. soil? We ain't prepared.
Okay, can I tell you? I'm gonna tell you this, right?
I ain't prepared to be looking like a
listen.
homeless person from Kosovo.
They will never. Holy shit! Do you know what a homeless person?
No, but I know what the news used to show me when they was at war. Them motherfuckers walking through the street, them
Hey,
tattered
yo,
gowns and no
They
shoes and
look
shit.
terrible, bro.
I ain't
Y'all
like-
ain't
I'm
never
not
seen
re-
a homeless person.
I'm not ready for that life.
No, but that'll never happen here in the U.S.
So we say, but 9/11 shows
I'ma
us
tell you
that
why.
domestic terrorism
I'm gonna tell you why.
is why that kind of terrorism can
The
happen.
United States of America has a goddamn warship in every body of water on the fucking planet.
Mhm.
They the only country that has warships in every part. You can't cross the Atlantic. The U.S. owns the Atlantic pretty much.
Don't nobody
Can
own the motherfucking Atlantic.
listen, you can't come. They can't come. That's why they try to hit the Pacific.
Right.
Japan tried to hit Pacific. What's that? Pearl Harbor.
Ain't no try.
That's
They
the
did.
only they hit it. That's the only way you get. That's the only. So California,
Hawaii
fuck, we
out.
cool over here. So they fucked on that side.
Well,
so
no,
we ain't
because
got
the U.S. warships are in the Pacific. They're not going
They
to
are.
get to the coast.
But can't nobody come across the Atlantic. The Atlantic is just way too wide. We kill everything that comes across the Atlantic. So you can't come that way. You got to come that way. But we got so many warships over there. It would have to be
They
domestic
could just come
terrorism.
across Alaska.
Shouts out to Sarah Palin. She'll see that shit coming
In her backyard.
from her fucking backyard. I'm telling you, they won't get there. No, they can't. They can't fuck with
can't.
us though.
Yeah, I
They
know.
can't. It would have to be domestic, and you know what I mean.
And
like,
that's what it's going to be. It's going to be the domestic terrorism that
definitely,
get us.
or to be some bio. What's that? Bio
Yeah, let me
shit
tell
or
you,
whatever.
I'm
some
afraid of
more-
bioterrorism
some more-
on some
That's
real
crazy
shit.
right there. That's just crazy.
I'm afraid of that, and I'm afraid of
That's
zombies, meaning that, no, I don't think that if you're dead, you're going to be, come back to life. I think that you can be in a dead state because of whatever biochemical
True
they
indeed.
release,
True indeed.
and out of your mind and not know what's going on and cause harm to people.
That's true. You know what
That's-
I'm most scared of though?
What?
Besides that terrorism shit, niggas with black Air Force Ones on, man. Y'all better watch yourself. Y'all see somebody with black Air Force Ones
That
on,
reminds me, shout
y'all
out to
better
my
fucking
girlfriend.
Cross the street.
Shout out to our friend Niche, who made a Facebook post in this group I'm in about
just
how
seen
she went on a date and she told this man not to wear black Air Force Ones.
I just seen something.
And
like
he
that.
did it anyway.
Hey,
Needless
yo,
to say, they will not be going on another date.
I'm afraid of young men with black Air Force Ones on. Shouts out to my son who put me on this one. He told me, Dad, you see somebody black Air Force Ones on? Hey, get away from them.
That's just that. Unless you're working in the kitchen,
Hey, it's no.
a security guard.
Y'all gotta get the ones with the ones with the white check, man. Come on.
I was about to say, and they not even really comfortable to be standing and working there for real, for real.
Yeah, you shouldn't be working in no Air Force
So I guess
Ones.
you
That's
shouldn't
not
be.
cool. That's
I
what
guess,
I'm afraid of.
I guess if you're working in the kitchen and you wearing black Air Force Ones, I really should raise an eyebrow because you around knives and
That's
shit.
what I'm afraid of. But like them trying to get over here, or whatever, man. We ain't gotta worry about that shit. It's just this domestic bullshit. All this racism shit here.
How did the first week of school go for your children? You only got one left in school, right?
My daughter, one in college,
And one is
in high school, 9th grade. It's going great with her. That's my baby. Shouts out to my baby, Cinnamon. What up? Listen, she going to Bodine International Affairs.
That's where my niece is.
So she
shout out to Bodine, my niece who was playing tennis today.
And we was talking about Portuguese. That's her language she learning too.
That's what my niece is taking.
Are they fucking in the same class or not?
No, because Jayla graduates this year.
Oh, I was about to say this shit almost was like Step Brothers. I'm about to say, did we just become best friends?
No, not just. No. That was probably like 1980.
Yeah. But
86.
She taking Portuguese or whatever. She wanted to take Spanish. I'm like, take Portuguese so we can go to Brazil.
It's almost like Spanish. You should be able to understand Spanish.
Yeah.
Tell her just talk to the people in the corner store.
Yeah, I said, hey, listen, she already hollering at them. Listen, she got them trying to open the store at like 7:45 because she got to be to school at a certain time. So she trying to negotiate with them. Can y'all open up early so I can get something to eat before I go to school or get my lunch before I go to school? They told her, yeah. So I'm about to see how I go this week. If they gonna open up early for my baby,
that would be crazy.
Yo, shout out to the corner store, man. Open up early for my baby girl, man. Well, she need her snacks.
My baby took the bus for the first time Friday home for the first time.
That's an adventure.
Today, took the bus home again, but went a different route. It's definitely an adventure when you're 11.
Wow.
And you don't really have a sense of direction, and you keep saying stuff to your mother on the phone like, "Cause you know I'm slow." Bitch, no. Like, no.
You sound defeated, baby. Come on, man.
I said, girl, what you mean you know I'm slow? Because all I'm thinking is I'm too far to come get you. I'll call you a lift from wherever you at, though. But she wanted to do it. So
what's up.
She said the bus
she wanted
passed
to take
by
on
her.
That challenge.
The two bus passed by her, two of them, because I told her this is probably going to happen in the afternoon. Your school is at a very popular stop. It's 1,000 kids from your school getting on the bus.
Yeah.
And the two bus, if you're going to go south, they got to pick up the kids from Masterman. They picking up people from Community. They picking up people from Jesu before they come downtown.
Oh, they got plenty of stops to make before they get to you. Yeah.
Two buses went by. So finally, I told her
too.
I told her go to 16th Street, take the bus north. So now I'm on the SEPTA Live app, but the 42 is like, I don't know. That shit said it was still on 50th and Parkside. So I told her stay on the 2 and go to Girard, and then get off at 5th and Girard. So she did that. So she's on the phone with me. She was like, I'm by the KFC. So I'm like, are you at Broad Street? Because I'm telling her, take note of where you
at, yeah.
So that when I say these landmarks, instead of the street, you know where you are.
know where you at.
Like, you know the Dunkin' is at 10th. If you didn't, you know that now. She was like, okay, I'm at the Dunkin' and the Larry Steaks. I was like, that's 10th. Unless you closer to the bridge, that's 9th. And then she was like, where the laundromat is was 7th. She gets to 5th Street and my mom is parked at the corner waiting for her.
Well, there goes that adventure.
She was like,
wouldn't even let her finish.
Yaya is here. She was like, she must have been tracking me on my phone.
That's crazy.
I was totally tickled by because I keep forgetting that I can just log into the family link and see where she is. But I would never do that. I just made her stay on the phone with me the whole time.
I do that one
and then we switched to video call when she got off the bus so I could see where she was, who else was out there.
I do that one. Their mama track them. She tracks them. She hot right on that joint where they at.
That is some.
And she go ahead and
that was
track
my mom.
them.
She called me.
I just call. I'm like, yo, Man, that motherfucker better answer this goddamn phone.
Right,
I
that's
pay this
where I be.
goddamn bill. You better answer this phone. FaceTime. Yeah,
My
where
mom
you
called
at?
me, what Mina doing on 16th Street? I go, what?
Yeah, see, I
I was like,
ain't
I
doing
told
the
her to
tracking.
take the bus there. She was like, oh, which made me laugh because I'm like, oh, you're tracking her.
Yeah,
I ain't even
ain't.
got the sense enough to do that.
Plus, I wanna take you for your word. I want to build that trust with you. You be straight out with me. Where the fuck is you at? Don't bullshit me, cause I can track you. Don't make me fucking track you.
Shelly was
But
taking you at your word when you was 14?
I don't shit.
I'm sitting there, so you want some shit from her that you couldn't even do for yourself?
Yeah, you want to do better.
Okay.
I want to do better. I want to be able to. I don't want my kid to have. Hey, now, wait. Before I even say that right here, it's shit behind the scenes that y'all don't even know what's going on. It's cold as a motherfucker in this joint right now. I just
It
had to
is
say
not
that.
that cold.
Hey, listen. Hey,
I mean,
hey,
I've been
listen,
drinking
it's all
more
in
than
love.
you.
But listen, hey, fuck what they. It's cold as shit in here, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I got on shorts. I feel like that steak in the refrigerator. hey, but I'm fucking strong and I'm pushing through this for y'all.
We got like 3 minutes.
I got a big shirt on. Look at that. I'm
Titty
protruding
show.
out this motherfucker. It's cold, y'all. They trying to freeze me out.
Not really, not really.
Nah, no.
But you want her to do better.
Yeah. I want to be better. I just try to be a better parent. Like, not saying my mom and them was a bad parent or whatever. I try to just like do shit that I probably missed or somewhere they probably missed or try to create a better communication, like better than I had with, you know what I'm saying? That's all. I want I want my kids to be able to talk to me. I don't want that secretive shit going on, especially this day and age with fucking, I ain't even gonna get into this shit, goddamn.
Right.
I ain't getting into the
I've always,
rainbow.
Yeah, I've always talked to my dad. We'll talk about LGBTQ another time.
I ain't gonna get into
I am
this
an
shit.
ally. Shout out to my
yeah.
besties Sean and Raheem.
Yeah, I ain't gonna,
But yeah, I feel like I talk to my dad a lot, mostly about a lot of things, almost everything. My mom, you know, Elaine ain't rational, so I ain't really talk to her too much. I feel like my kids talk to me though. My daughter, she was fine though. I think we gave her anxiety. Kept calling her about the bus, like, where you at now?
Yeah, y'all probably did. Y'all probably
Like,
fucking did.
you not at Chestnut Street yet? She was like, we're at Market. Like,
But
you know
that's-
what traffic is like down here.
What I know, that's the dynamic of the mother and daughter, though. The mother and daughter relationship is different than the mother and dad relationship. I mean, the dad and the daughter relationship.
Right, that's
you know
it.
what I'm saying? So the daughter may feel a little more comfortable and that's only because of the expectation of mother on daughter. Same thing as father to son. Like, mother and son relationship is way different than father and son relationship.
Facts.
And that's because of the expectation that the father has on the son. You know what I'm saying? That's where that shit come from.
All right, I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm gonna do some research. We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
talk about
check that joint
next
out.
week.
That's
Talk
for
about
sure.
that next week.
That's for sure.
When I got the son that's in what 11th grade, the daughter in 6th grade, and it has to do with the parental dynamic as a whole.
Yeah,
because
absolutely. But
I
I'm just
am my
talking
children's
nature. Yeah.
only parent, so
See, that changes the dynamic. But if nature, just as nature goes, the mother and son relationship, you can see that anywhere, bro. A son will kill his dad over his mom.
okay.
Think about it.
Think about it.
And a
Well.
daughter will break her mom's jaw over her
He's
dad.
trying not to end the show on violence with some good things going.
That's love. That's the love for the child and the parent. You know what I'm
Lord.
saying? Shouts out to everybody who tuned in. You know what I'm saying? We fucks
Yes.
with y'all heavy.
We'll see y'all next
Next week, same place, same time. Over a
Over
drink.
a drink.